We are back for day 5 of Combine to Payout. And yesterday we took an L, so let's see if we can bounce back. And we're going to start with some pre-market analysis. So right away, I'm on the 15-minute chart for NQ because we kind of ranged overnight. But I do like this right here, this bull gap on the 15-minute chart, right? We kind of have a balanced price range right there. And I like that to potentially catch a long after sweeping the low inside of it, this imbalance low right here. And then obviously you take it up to all of this generated buy side liquidity from overnight session, right? So you have that. And then you also have, if you look on the higher time frames, these relative equal highs, which are also a good draw on liquidity. And I believe they're inside of a bearish 4-hour. So this high and this high right here. Okay, so that all is a good draw in my opinion. I think we should head up there. I've been targeting this for a while. Like yesterday, I came into the day thinking that we might make a move up there, but it was pretty far. I think today it would be a little bit more realistic, right? So we got 5 minutes till market opens. If we were to catch a long, like down at our zone that I marked, it's like a 0.5, so like 100 something point move on the NASDAQ. So yeah, like it's like 120 points away. So that's not even that bad. It would definitely give us a good trade opportunity. So like I said, I really do want to see, and maybe on the 5 minute, there's a good gap too. Yeah, so on the 5 minute, I'll just extend the gap a bit. So what I really want to see, it's pretty straightforward. It's just something like this, right? Where we open the market, we sell off down here, not too far, my bad. We sell off, take out that low, then run. I could set a stop to break even once we hit like this internal range right here, or maybe this. Like, you guys get the idea. I basically just want to see downside manipulation and then a run back towards all those draws to the upside that I marked. Now, I want to see, we'll do ES real quick because ES might be good to see where we are. Okay, so ES kind of has the same exact situation, right? We have this 15-minute bullish gap with a low inside of it, and we ranged all overnight, and we generated buy side. So really not much to speak on. Okay, we'll just go back to MNQ. So with NQ, I'm trying to think, like, if we overshoot to the downside, would that be a good thing? Let me look at the 1-hour chart. We don't have, there's a lot of wicks everywhere, right? So we don't have much to really trade down to in terms of like rebalancing. Even on the 4-hour, you guys can see the wicks everywhere. It doesn't look like we need to rebalance anything here. So because we don't really need to rebalance anything, I don't really want to see us go much lower than this spot that I marked out, right? This little line right here. So hopefully we can get a move down to that. That would be ideal. Because if we just rip straight up without taking out, doing any type of manipulative move, that would be pretty unfortunate. Now let me see if there's any secondary entries. Okay, so right here, we do have an entry on the 5 as well. So that's nice to have that. That would be an inversion entry on the 5. Let's see if there's any other time frames. Yeah, so on most time frames, because of this leg right here, we do have an inversion we can enter. We have one on the 2. Not really on the 1. The 3, yeah, so this is good. I like what I'm seeing. Just sweep out this low, deliver off this fair value gap zone, right? The 15, 5, 3, whatever. It's this gap is on everything. And then hopefully make a run towards all the highs that we created overnight. It's pretty nice. It's pretty obvious as well. So we are starting the day with quite a move down. We've taken out a low, right? Just kind of a straight shot down. Let's see with ES, what it looks like so far. Okay, so ES has not taken the same low, but it's about to. All right, so a little more of a bearish reaction than I thought at the open. This is why we don't take our positions at the open. Wow, we are getting quite a sell-off on NQ right now. And, I mean, if I look again, like, Are we trying to take this? Are we trying to take this buy side? Or sorry, sell side right there. And then you've got obviously a 15-minute gap. Yeah, man, we're selling off quite a bit here. Now, this is also a 1 hour gap, and there's a lot of lows right here, so maybe that was the draw. Going to be interesting to see what we do if we get there. But for now, yeah, I mean, crazy sell-off in the morning that I did not expect. I asked you guys, what the hell? I asked for a sell-off below this low to go long. I didn't ask for a death candle from hell, though. But, I mean... All right. Looks like we are getting an inversion here. If it overextends too much, I guess I can't really even go in. The momentum on this inversion candle where it actually happened was so bad that I just didn't want to take it. Like, that wick is bogus. That's not a good trade. But here might work. I don't like the negative R, though. We got an inversion. Yeah, I just don't like the negative R, and we're too close to the 15-minute bearish now. Like, this could just be a rebalance. At this point, unless we just absolutely charge through this gap in a very bullish manner, I'm going to be looking for shorts. That's my play. Okay, we actually did tap into the gap, but it's not enough. This whole inversion happened on pretty weak momentum as well, so I'm just picking and choosing. I'm being kind of selective today because this is a large gap, so the stop loss would be pretty large, which means I'm not going to risk it overly for no reason. I mean, the one potential thing I could do is size in half here and then add to it if we end up getting a bullish reaction and stop out for break even if we end up really rejecting here, but I don't really feel like doing that. Like this right here, it's just not ideal. Yeah, this might be the reshort I wanted, honestly. I don't know. Like, is there any entry? I like this for a 30-second short here because we rebalanced into the 15-minute. We didn't retrace deep into it, but if we invert on the 30-second, I might short this, and we did not. Okay. Or maybe this 30 seconds the better inversion. Because we used it as a launch pad in the past. Yeah, I don't know, man. I might, like, the trend is your friend on days like today, so I definitely might just short this and... Yeah.
Order filled.
I'm short here. Break even at the low of day. Looks like we want to go lower, to be honest, so... And then target, gonna be the first low right here. And stop loss is gonna be probably just an inversion of this whole leg. Let's go back to the 1-minute chart. Okay. Hopefully we can get a push towards low of day on the 30-second again, and this low is holding us up a little bit here. Honestly, I think I'm gonna stop out if we invert this bearish gap right here. Like I'm not gonna run a super large stop on this because I want to see momentum continue here because of the fact that we made this leg down, rejected the 15-minute gap when we retested it. I would like to see this sell off fast. So if we reject or if we invert this leg of bullish price act or a bearish price action, I'm probably out. That'll be my risk. So the stop is going to be way tighter, but I'm not going to do it manual because it'll be for a close above. Yeah, we are resisting downside here. Let me see. Nothing really of note on the 1 minute that's holding us up. This is just a high resistance area, man. This is like brutal. Let me put, I hate seeing my P&L on two screens, bro. It trips me up. All right. There's the NQ 15-minute chart. It's edging us. The stop is edging us right now. This is honestly so annoying, bro. The movement. I mean, we did take an internal low, but we should have gone to low of day here after we rejected the gap. I don't know. It doesn't really add up. Yeah, we could chop around and end up heading down to the target, but honestly, I'm keeping risk tight here because we did have a losing day yesterday. Are we going to be saved by the bell and reject and head lower here? Let's see. This is just a high resistance area. There must be, is there like an order block on the higher time frame or something around here? Like, let's look. If we go to the 1 hour, like I want to see if there's an order block or something. I mean, oh, it is the fair value gap, yeah, but I don't know. The way we rejected the 15-minute, you would think sends us lower. I want to just set stop to break even if we take out this internal low, because if we bounce again, I don't know if that's a good look. I know that's a super tight stop, though. Right, we are coming close to this internal low we just made. We are refusing to touch it for 3 weeks in a row, guys. 3 weeks in a row we have refused. Okay. We need to break through this level pretty convincingly, or else it's probably cooked. I would like a close below this. Oh, man. Yeah, so that's going to be it. I'm going to take out.
Order
I'm going to get
filled.
out of this trade for basically even. We lost 20 bucks. That is going to be it for today. That was just a bad reaction. I would have wanted to see us close below this, create a bearish CISD, but look at this. See, this is what happens. We pump now. You have to be quick sometimes to make your decisions, and I'm happy getting out there because to me that inability to close at a new local low, that's not bearish at all, honestly. So is what it is. I mean, it's basically a break-even day. I don't know, 20 bucks down the drain. Not that bad, and it looks now like we might get an inversion back up to the upside, but I am locking myself out for the day. So we are not trading anymore. that's it for episode 5. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to like and sub. Unfortunate that we could not get continuation down here, and look, this is why we stop out. But with that being said, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.